All right. So,
No be pro, mama. Wait, that's just
This is real.
I've not sat down to try to understand it, but
oh, it was explained to me.
yeah, I don't know.
It was explained to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta listen. So, the gist, right, is if they are paying. At first, I thought, okay, if you're not earning up to 800,000 per month, then you're free. But that's actually not the gist. That 800k is actually for a year. So if you are earning from 800k and above, you're gonna pay tax. And it now depends on how much you're earning that year. So if you're earning, say from like 900, that is from like 8 something to maybe, I think 1 point, 2 point something, then your tax would be, there's one that was 15%. Even Jesus Christ, even God is collecting 10%. But let's leave it. Let's leave it for now. Then if you're earning from like 2.5 to like I think like 4 point something, it will now be increased from 15% to about 25%. So it depends on how much you're earning, the percentage keeps going up. So now my question is, how I'm gonna work, right? How I'm gonna work for my hard-earned money? Then Nigeria will now collect more than the required amount. That even the one that the Bible says we should pay, they're gonna collect more than that, and it's by force. And they're not going to do anything with it.
No, they're not going to do anything.
No, but like let's be frank, they're not going to do. We know they're not going to do anything.
They
with it.
are.
It's in
Family
their
trip in
pockets.
Barbados.
Right.
That's
In their
something.
pockets.
Isn't that
Oh
something?
yeah,
That's
sure,
something.
that's something.
I mean, that's something.
It's
Like,
not something for us.
it's not.
It's not.
So you're taking my money
See how
and
Is
going.
it
on
is it really your money?
Excuse me. It's whose
when they
money?
work, I work.
It's God's
It's all-
money.
it's all Jagaban's money.
It's actually God's money, right? It's
But
God.
God
So they
is
should
God
allow
out
me
there.
give it to God.
Right.
Okay.
Because by the time you pay, as for us that like are very structured in like the Christian way, you get
There's
paid,
tithe.
you have to pay your tithe. Then after paying tithe, tax will now come and collect his own, and to not be more than the tithe
So the
How
funny
about-
thing is tax will even go first, then
before
you now-
tithe.
But what was that in my mind? I'm also hearing that it's not just your salaries that gets taxed. Like I'm hearing things.
Yeah, it's
about
everything.
gifts
Like
and all
whatever
that, and like,
whatever enters your account is getting taxed.
cryptocurrency about to go brazy.
Crazy and crazy, my guy. Thank God they don't have sanction on that one.
Hey, is to convert all nairas into other currencies and be
make
spent
any
and be only holding like 50k.
But the thing is that they are aware of how much is entering your account. Now my question now is it one account or from all the accounts joined together? That's also a question.
It's all the accounts. God, I beg. So like, my own question is now like, is it possible to, as the money is entering, just transfer it quickly?
They already they have the record. It's in the record. You can check
But
the
my own is
record.
what I'm trying to say is,
Check the record.
how would they? Am I paying the tax or are they deducting it themselves?
They're taking it out of Asha. I don't know when the
So
time comes.
we'll just redirect any money we
My own
enter.
is it's time for us to leave this place, Sha. That's actually that's the
I
only
like
solution.
this place, man.
But it's not looking like we have a choice anymore. Because I don't know why I would work, I would suffer to get a job that the government should have given to me in the first place, right? And then I would suffer to earn, and then you now have to take so much out of it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it does not. God no go shame us.
God no go shame us.
Okay, so like I said, the first game we're going to be playing is Nepo or Lapo. And so the idea behind the game is I'm going to read a statement. Now, the statement has 2 parts. So the first part, and then you can make your judgment after that. So let's say, for example, I say you had internet in the house. And then like,
Nepo.
yeah. So that was first part of the statement. There is a second part of the statement. And if it is still NEPA at the end of the statement, then you get like the points. And if not, you miss it. So
Okay.
you had internet in the house, but it was your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I do not understand.
Or somebody. Okay. So every statement has two parts. Yeah. Now I will say the first part of the statement, and you can decide there or then. Okay, like is this Nepo or Lapo? So if I say the full statement and it still comes off as Nepo, like if everybody agrees it's still Nepo, for example, and you said it was Nepo, you get like the points for that.
Okay.
And if, let me say, you said it was Nepo, but when I read everything, it ends up being Lapo, you missed the point. So, but then like it's also very subjective because everybody has to agree that it's either Nepo or Lapo. Shuget. All right. Ouch.
Okay. Not the neck crack. Dab.
That's quite.
Dab it. Dab it.
Let me just pull up the questions. But yes, so Aaron, do you do month dumps? Oh,
Yeah, but like.
Do I do what's that?
have you ever seen any of my month dumps?
Month dumps.
Month dumps.
Okay, no.
Okay, so like I basically make a month dump movie for every month.
Okay.
I think I've only posted like up until April this year, but
What are we translating?
though you can hide your face if you don't want to show. Don't worry. What do you better not going to appear? Look at this nigga.
Don't be small. Look at this nigga.
Oh wow! There's
There's a rat there.
There's a what?
Hi rats. Hi rats. Yeah.
Are you serious?
You know earlier, no. Earlier when you were having a conversation with somebody, we had rats.
Oh.
So she was like, rats where? I was like, no, it's not. I don't think it meant actual rats. And she was
Did
like,
you
what
mean
do you
actual
mean?
rats?
No be me talking now. You go ask who talker. Yo,
What's the rat for here?
why shy you shy? Why are you hiding?
Was I hiding? No, I was like cleaning. Oh, okay.
How are you going to find your husband now like this?
Do you get?
No, you guys.
He will find me. I will not find
Yes,
him.
exactly.
He will find me.
Okay, oh, Princess Fiona.
Maybe like in
Cinderella.
church. In church. Somebody will find her. Yeah. Because that's the only place she goes.
Hot
Why are you
damn!
closing your mouth? It's true now.
Is it a lie?
Is she wrong?
Me, I
Like,
believe
yeah, is
it.
this church?
Okay.
I went to Yaba Market. Is that church?
You didn't go.
So is he?
They went and you
want to
followed.
find your husband?
Hey, hey.
I almost asked you, but it just,
I guess that's the difference. I don't really have filter like that.
I mean, like, I can't find him. I
what
can't.
if, what if
I
he's
can't.
a rich,
Okay.
he's a rich,
Mhm.
or he
He's a rich guy pretending to be poor. Mm-hmm.
What
Is your name
Do you
what?
get-
Ted Roshamo.
Do you understand?
Ted Roshamo building.
Okay.
So I can actually find my husband.
Okay.
I don't wish to.
Please,
I
I
can't.
pray for you.
I don't
Okay.
wish to. But I can.
Okay.
The goal is
You know whether it was the one that was telling James Brown.
The tongue is very powerful.
I rejected for you. Tito.
Amen.
See your husband here. See Bayo. You could have met Bayo. Okay, could have.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
met
yeah.
Bayo.
That's why I said I
Good.
would. I don't wish to, but I'm open to that. I'm very, very open to that.
No, but imagine somebody in all that rowdiness. Excuse me, please. I'd like to talk to you.
No, he's not going to talk to me.
Okay.
We would, we will not see each other,
Okay.
but we would be there.
Okay.
It's not later. I'm not like, oh, you had that. Market.
Okay.
Oh, I was there too.
See, I'm like
Nice.
Korean film.
So yeah. I like
Don't
going
worry.
to that.
Maybe Eagle. Eagle of Billionaire will carry you.
Eagle of.
I'm going to land
That's
you
how
in the billionaire's house. The eagle will be the billionaire's pet.
I'm not specific on location.
Drama box.
Anywhere, to be honest. Anywhere.
Okay.
I'm open to everywhere and
Alright.
everywhere, except the toilet.
Okay.
Toilet, and when I'm going to through those people, I hope it doesn't find me when I'm going through those people.
When are you going to do this? We want to go outside your house and put it
What if
inside
he's
you.
passing in his car in the estate?
I don't understand that. You know, it clean. I don't understand. Are you supposed to leave your house dirty?
No, I don't want to see me those people.
Okay.
So aside those two scenarios,
Our problems are different in life.
Did any of you hear school in Unilag?
What?
Did any of you hear school in Unilag?
Quick question, you guys. Do you guys want
Okay, that's what to do.
It was so out of it, but my sister just like asked.
When, like, what day?
On
You
your
know, Chisom is
birthday.
learning how to swim, so
Your birthday is next week.
To go on my birthday.
Yeah.
It's like having you.
Go drown on your birthday.
John, no, call to go raining. At least you go and rest.
Jesus.
Already,
What has she
this
done that
life,
she's
this
resting?
life is already. You never know. She might have touched somebody's life. That's
Yeah, I
the goal.
might have actually.
That's the goal already.
I hope I have. So that whenever I go,
You know that you've done what you came here
yeah,
to.
exactly. But yeah, I'm not done yet.
But that's the thing. You won't leave Earth if you haven't done what you're supposed to do.
True. Is that? I guess.
Yeah. Cause like, I'm of the opinion. I don't know, but yeah, I'm of the opinion that like, God sent you here as a soldier. Like He sent you here to do something, a specific purpose. So if that purpose has not been fulfilled, there's no amount of bombing or killings of Christians or anything that's going to, or femicide that's going to remove you from this earth.
I think so.
I don't
So
think
if God lets that happen, then it's time for you to
I don't think
be out of here.
Why? Because we have free will, right? And I feel like that's like the benchmark of everything.
But like if you're
So-
following Christ,
That's exactly. If you're following Christ, yes, you would align with the purpose. But what if you're not a follower of Christ and you refuse to be a follower of Christ, and you are like refusing? I mean, you're refusing. You're like, yeah, I don't believe in God. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
There's something
God is going to give your purpose to somebody else.
and
God
that's,
doesn't.
I'm speaking from the point of view of
of
a
a
Christian.
Christian.
I don't
Okay.
how you want to live your life is kind of your business because
Yeah.
I can't speak, can't speak for everybody in the world. So.
Yeah. If you identify with God and you're actively seeking your purpose in Him, I don't think He would conceal it, and yes, you'll probably be able to.
I think so too.
But the thing is, it's also a thing of like, if God is calling you, right, and you're resisting by every means possible. That taking your purpose and giving it to somebody else, I don't think He's going to do that. I feel like He's going to deliberately make sure to create opportunities in your life where you get to experience Him.
So I think this is I won't say like a twofold thing, but there are examples of both in the Bible. For example, you have Jonah with the one where he kept running away and it eventually landed him. And then you have Saul and David, where Saul was supposed to be the king that Israel needed, and then Saul kept trying to pander to the desires of men, and so he ended up, all right,
And even with all the
Give it
king
to
of
Davido.
Christians, he still became one of the authors in the Bible.
you're talking about David?
Saul. So not
No,
that
no,
Saul.
not that one.
Oh, okay.
Saul,
Saul-
first king.
Yeah.
Israel's first king. And so the second Saul is closer to more like the Jonah thing, where God can like arrest you, like, for even though Jonah,
But there's some,
nigga.
there's some people that like in the Bible it specifically said that God hardened their hearts.
Yeah.
Sort of like Pharaoh.
There are cases like that.
Herod.
In those cases there, let's circle back to that. But like with this whole, when you're kind of like, when I say running from your purpose, so it's one thing when you know what God wants from you.
And you're running.
Yeah, and it's another thing when like you don't know it.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where there are opportunities that God has kind of put in your way, those opportunities in that form might not come back. However, there might still be avenues for you to eventually achieve a certain. Now, if it's a scenario where, so there are things God wants to do, and when God wants to do things, He uses men. There are times where it is maybe something more timely, for example, and in that scenario, if one person is not willing, give it to somebody else. You know those things where, oh, I had this idea, and then like, 6 months down the line when you didn't implement it, you see somebody else. Now it's not like God won't give you something else, but like there was a time for that
It
thing,
was meant to
and you didn't answer. So in that situation, it's another thing when you cannot even hear that God is yearning you to do this one.
Yeah. Because I think I struggle with that a lot. Because like
I think a lot of times
Because I don't know. I feel like growing up, you always hear things like, "Oh, God spoke to me." I'm like, how? I'm not hearing anything. What's
I
going on?
completely understand that, and
But
I
then-
think the way I kind of came to terms with it is different people hear God in different ways.
Yes.
And so it is kind of looking back over maybe like the last several years of your life and the things that you know, okay, this was God. Where did that stem from? So for me, it is a thing where I realize, so for example, I don't know how to apply for a job. Like largely because, okay, I know, yeah, you develop a CV, but I've never actually gone through that process. It's always been a thing of somebody brought something to me and all. And whenever I've tried to do it, unfortunately, it doesn't work out. So like I know that for a lot of these opportunities, it is me doing what I'm doing and then it meets me along the way. And so it also helps because I have learned to not stress when things aren't going the way I want them to. Because if I stress, if I panic, like it ends up being me not trying to force something and I just end up burnt out, I end up tired.
That's actually exactly how it works for me.
There was a time this year, like mid-year, that, and it's even like maybe towards the end of that period that it dawned on me. So like, I think as a like freelancer and creative and all this thing, there are periods of the year that you are hot, and there are periods of the year that's just like, God,
Quiet.
the beginning and end of the year are the hottest periods, and I don't know how it never dawned on me, because that's usually when people are trying to get things done or trying to round things up. The middle of the year is quiet because these guys are trying to plan for the end of the year. And I think what I've noticed is, okay, 2023, when there was that period, I went to Elka. 2024, when there was that period, I think, did I take on a job or something like that? But that period was, okay, yeah, I had one like salary gig that was kind of like just keeping me through that period, but also around that middle of the year, I wasn't getting any VO gigs, any writing gigs, maybe like one here or there. Okay, I think I got one that also kind of like helped. But this year when it happened, I quit the salary gig I had and I didn't like have any plan to bounce back on. It was just, this thing was, I was losing my shit. And there were jobs I did in January that were supposed to pay. So I was like, this is going to cost me through this period, even if I don't have any gigs. Those people still haven't paid. And it's like in the hundreds of thousands. And so during that period, it was, you know, maintaining outward calm, but inside I'm panicking. And I remember, I think July 31st, I just like, you know when people say like Jesus take the wheel, like I've realized this thing, I say, God, I can't drive again, I beg, I
feel
don't
like that's
want.
when we all get to the breaking point.
Like where am I?
Yeah.
I don't,
Just July.
I'm not
Something
going
about
any-
July, June, July.
like I'm not going anywhere with this, please do it.
Don't die.
Like I'm not trying to stress anything. And then like, I think August was still pretty quiet, but I could already see the things like shaping up to like the August, September, and now have been crazy because now I don't have time. Like there's something going around. It's like, this is it. You know, when people are talking about like seasons, you know, the night season, the day season, or the, I think around the time my pastor, so I go to Covenant Nation as Pastor Koju, and he was preaching about like night seasons at that point, what to do. I'm just like, thank you, man.
Yeah, there's also like you just during that quiet season, night season, like you said, there's also the thing of like the fear of missing out, like the fear that like if you don't push,
if you don't do something, life will leave you behind.
Yes, exactly.
And
Well, even me too. I feel like it's this year that I really dawned on me that anytime I stress, because I'm even in school, like with like schoolwork, everything. Anytime I stress about something, that's when that thing doesn't work out. So just like try to, yeah.
and it's so relieving because it's like, just go and be doing your small things. Like I think that day, what I even said was like, see, I realized that part of the problem is I'm always thinking too much about the big picture.
Yeah.
And like, oh, like when I can't see, like I'm stressing, like, oh, what? Because it's like, if you asked me like 4 years ago when I was leaving uni, like, oh, what do I have a plan? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this creative shit. It feels like, oh, I have a plan. When inside the plan, it's not like, this was the plan.
Like what thing you did really?
Like, what was the plan? So like at this point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on the day-to-days, the one thing I have to do, those tasks, the in-betweens. I leave the big picture to God. Maybe the paint within one paint, like we'll get there. But like stressing about this is not helping me at all.
Clearly.
That period was.
Even this whole Miss Universe like process, I didn't have money. I don't know how I even see. There's certain days that I was like, what are you even doing? What are you even doing?
Where are we going?
But
with
like,
this?
it always like it was always I don't know what it was, but like I was just really soaked in.
Mhm.
I think I was soaked in like Christianity at the time,
Mhm.
and I was taking like reading my Bible very seriously. So there was always this like when that worry comes in, it's like how are you going to get money for this? How are you going to? 2 seconds later, or like after like 5 minutes, I'm like, I'll just move on. And before you know it, it's sort itself
It will,
out.
and that's it. It will sort like see.
It will
You
sort
worry,
itself
you don't
out.
worry. It will be sorted, and that's also something that I used to tell myself sometimes. You worry, will you change anything? No. You don't worry. Will you change? So don't worry.
There's a thing that Pastor Very used to say. That thing that you're worried about, that thing that you're afraid of, will not happen. Just have it at the back of your mind that it will not happen. And actually, once you start to like, it won't happen.
Yeah.
It will actually not happen.
The second thing that I think really helped me through that period was, I think this is something that, like I heard at the beginning of the year, and then maybe a couple of times through the year, because I also went for Wolfbeck as this conference, and it was that, honestly, whatever you're worried about, yeah, this thing that feels so immense to you, it is almost an insult to God to have that thing be such a huge factor here, because it's like you're saying this thing is bigger than God. And at the moment you're
Let me
like,
show you. This
is
is, you
this-
know, like, sorry, continue.
yeah,
continue.
when you're like, this is not bigger than God. So just look above
Why
it.
you so-
Look to God.
Why are you
Exactly.
It's bigger than
You
you.
could not even
Even if the
understand.
thing is bigger than you,
You could
it's
not
not
even
bigger than God.
understand what just happened. So when this conversation started, I just kept quiet because I read something yesterday. You know, I have this daily book that I read like every day.
okay.
So I read it, and it was like kind of like yeah. So I was like, should I talk about this? Should I not? And then he said this thing that he just said, and read it.
You have been on a long uphill journey and your energy is almost spent. Though you have faltered at times, you have not let go of my hand. I am pleased with your desire to stay close to me. There is one thing, however, that displeases me, your tendency to complain. You may talk to me as much as you like about the difficulty of the path we're following. I understand better than anyone else the stresses and strains that have afflicted you. You can ventilate safely to me because talking with me tempers your thoughts and helps you see things from my perspective. Complaining to others is another matter altogether. It opens the door to deadly sins such as self-pity and rage. Whenever you are tempted to grumble, come to me and talk it out. As you open up to me, I will put my thoughts in your mind and my song in your heart. And like, yeah, see, that complaining thing is also something the pastor talks about a lot. And it's like, you just like, because see, the urge, especially, I'm not even gonna lie, especially as a Nigerian, the urge to complain is, and I succumb to it a lot of times
I
because
feel
like
like subconsciously, we know.
Like-
These things that we read them in the Bible, we've heard it since we were children.
You have
Fear
this one.
not, rest easy, blah 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 blah. Even Jesus slept during the storm, like stuff like that. We've been hearing all that thing, all
but
those
then like
things.
when it's time to put it
But,
in
like,
practice, it's
it's-
like
It's just the human in you.
this is what they were
somehow
talking
finds a way
about.
to take over
Because
at every point.
another thing, they never actually said how like when you talk about like the struggles in the Bible and all that, it all feels so, I don't even know, I won't say distant, but like it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's like
feel
see them, see
so
God.
Exactly.
so like when you're now experiencing your life, if you are not very conscious of it, it takes time for you to realize this is exactly what they were talking about. And when you realize, that's when it's like, so it's not kind of like also training your mind to spot those things when they're happening, like at the time. It's like, okay, and so on renewing your mind, there's something that we do at our church, and like our pastor has been like trying to teach about. It's also like confessions. Like there are certain scriptures that you the book of the law, and like how you meditate on those scriptures, just say them, personalize them, and honestly, you do that a couple of times, days in a row, multiple times a day, like it starts to become your reality, because it's like, this is really like, oh, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, I trust in you with all my heart, I lean on my own understanding, and like it's just, you see that enough times, it's like, okay, yeah, I just
the faith.
leave it. Because the other side of it is when you don't say these things, you start to forget them. They're not top of mind. And so it's easy to fall into the whole routine and slog and all that. Nice conversation, guys. Recorded everything. I'll make sure that thing has been recorded since.
I hope so.
Because this one has not been recorded.
Why?
Yeah, I put it off like a while before.
No, we're saying the useless thing. Yes,
You
we're saying
understand.
this is all. I know, we're serious.
So like it just
Alright, let's get into the game.
okay. So you guys have your headphones on, all right, and you have your shared mic. let's do this, guys. So
Mama.
I don't even know that entered.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys! I promise that's not my real voice.
Sure.
Okay.
Nah, that's how she is.
Miss Universe Nigeria. Third runner.
Big pearl. Actually, in fact, people should drop your CVs. Let me introduce you like that. Is everything alright?
Okay. Okay, let's be serious now. We're serious individuals.
Okay, so will I let you guys introduce yourselves? I mean, Chisom, you have things to say. You have things to say. Don't be scared.
No, Bayo, I think you should do the introduction. You know, this is how your voice sounds in the microphone. It's like, hello, everyone.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I know it's not. It's not even close. It's not even near.
You didn't get it at all.
All right, so me.
No be pro, mama. No, that's just.
This is real.
She has to inform us. This is real.
Oh my god.
No, we don't say that play.
Sorry. You good?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. What a way to start an episode. Okay, so where does one begin? Nepotism. By definition, what is nepotism? A nepo baby is short for a nepotism baby, and these are the people born with silver, gold, diamond spoons, connects, surnames that open
Baby.
doors. Yeah, you just, oh, I've never tasted pure water before.
No.
Godwin.
You know, I actually haven't. Right? Like,
You literally just threw your pure water nylon away. What
is
are you
that?
saying?
I don't do such. Show me that. Show me nylon. I'll be later. Show me.
Still later.
You are such a liar.